So, for one free inspiration, who wants to do a recap this week?
Has any of us even used our inspirations lately?
I don't
Nope.
have one, but I also was not here. Even though I watched the video, I don't think it'd be wise for me to do the recap.
Hmm. Well, I guess I'll give it a shot. Um, so Sally and Beale went to the governor's office to talk about the upcoming big freeze, and they talked to two lovely people. One of which was a centaur, and the other was a little otter man. Uh, who actually, were actually looking out for the people and were working on, the whole shipbuilding thing. And honestly, I can't remember much of the politics talk, and I didn't watch the video on the recap, so I'm kind of skimming over a lot of the conversation. I don't know if anyone wants to interject and add to it or not. Uh, but yes, they were basically just talking to make sure that everyone could get off, and I think it was only like the freehold. It was like, oh, only the people with the freeholds can get off the continent. So Sally and Beale were working on their means of having a legal loophole of getting everyone on the continent to be signed on as a citizen of the freehold, so everyone can hopefully be saved. Um, and Dead, am I missing anything major from that meeting?
Not, not really. I mean, just the fact that they are also going to go through the abyss initially.
Oh, that's
You
right. You
know,
gotta go to go through the abyss and the deep, dark, underdark. Um, yeah, and so they had a successful time there, and Barnaby
We,
had his. Oh, go ahead.
oh, sorry. We also got a writ of free passage from the governors. They would let us go anywhere that is within the territory.
Okay.
So, it might come in useful when we are trying to go through soldiers to restricted areas. Also, politics-wise, we managed to convince the governors to work together with Octavius and Hakim on this. And so everyone's going to be sharing sending stones right with each other. Everyone's going to be in on the loop. And even though each of our plans might not be able to save everyone, maybe if we combine our plans, then maybe there would be enough to save at least most of the population. We are um going to be and we are going to update them on our plans as things go, and they're going to do the same to us.
They're also going to convert as many vessels as possible to be seaworthy.
Yep.
Thank you for adding. Where I failed. And on top of that, after that meeting, Barnaby had his meeting with a member of the Thieves Guild in the tavern, where he just tried to get them to. He informed them of the big freeze, which they knew was coming, and he sort of tried to egg them on as, "Hey, you should help out the governors. With the start getting start sooner on your shipbuilding and make more. And if you help out the people of these settlements and the governors, they could owe you favors. Try to make it seem like, hey, I'm doing this so you guys could, get owed get owed stuff later when you're free. But also doing this so he can get stuff in return. Even telling them like, oh hey, I do magic too, and he used to disguise self to make himself look like an old eagle woman. Um, and he admitted openly to this person that while he is a hunter, he has a favorite prey, or he hunts the most dangerous game, openly admitting he hunts people for sport. To more or less put it as a veiled threat of, hey, don't make an enemy with me. I won't be an enemy with you, we could be friendly, and they shook on it. Whether or not either side will hold up their end of the agreement, well, that'll be soon to be seen. Can't word. And in order to keep touch, the guy gave Barnaby a sending stone. Before he went away, Barnaby grabbed a bottle of alcohol and started walking back towards the potion shop. I think there was just a. Am I missing anything?
Wasn't that the session before last?
Nope.
Oh. Fair enough. Beal and Zulfra had a pretty lengthy conversation. And, Beal also did ask Barnaby to procure some live game.
That's right.
If the opportunity availed itself.
That's very much true. Thank you.
Not much else comes to immediate mind.
I think that session kind of ended with Barnaby on his way back in the evening.
Yep. Go ahead and Barnaby, one for inspiration.
I'll give it to Veritas. I already have one.
Right. And then Bill and Sally can add 5 gold to their inventory.
Okay.
Yay.
Just some quick amendments. Octavius would have get a little shit. Octavius would have came by, offered up to help pay for some equipment, just to give him the receipts, and he'll pay for it all. Hence are already being fronted. I technically said 15 minutes after we start. God damn it.
Did someone say that they won't
Shit.
be coming?
Fuck. Brain. Octavius is going to front costs for stuff. And Sally would have gone by, gotten the thing, and Octavius would have later went and given them a sending stone. He was going to give it to somebody else, but yep. I shall go take a look. Also, Sally with that max HP. Yeah. Y'all were able to get some shopping done. I'll look through this.
Viridis.
And y'all are able to get a long rest and wake up in the morning. Gonna kick that can straight into the morning.
Fair enough. Hey, Viridis.
Yes, I'm Viridis.
Beal walks up to you holding a great big wheel of cheddar cheese.
Fair. We can go with fair.
She looks proud of herself.
a cheddar cheese is almost as heavy as veal. They're like huge things, especially during these times. So veal's
I'm,
pretty much carrying his entire weight in cheese.
I'm not saying she isn't struggling.
Just, do you want me to carry that Beal?
Yes, please.
Okay, give me that. He'll pick it up.
Strength check.
I'm sorry, what?
Strength check.
For the wheel of cheese? How much does it weigh? Oh, fuck.
They
Wait.
can weigh anywhere between 6 pounds to 75 pounds.
Wait a second. Why would you do this to me? For what reason am I being killed? Give me a second. I'm changing some things out. Oh wait, that's.
I am God.
I know you are God. Hold on. This is because of the sad thing I sent you, isn't it?
Maybe.
How fucking dare you? I don't deserve to be this pretty and in trouble. That one.
You and I both know that's not the truth.
About that. Hold on.
Your ego's showing.
I got one of those yet. I'm gonna take that. Alright, yeah. Yeah. Alright! And you said a strength check? You mean an athletics, or?
You can do athletics.
Doesn't matter
Just
either way, I suck at both. Yeet! Why is that at a disadvantage? It shouldn't be. 18.
alright, you're able to lift it up. But it's heavy.
Right. Beal, this is quite heavy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Supposed to be that, and that is supposed to be that. Thank you. Right. Oh wait, it's the wrong one.
That Octavius guy said we could get, whatever we want within reason.
So you got a wheel of cheese. That's impressive.
I wanted cheese.
I'm just going to tie this to my bag. Here we go.
Also, just out of her bag of holding, she just starts unfurling just too much rope.
Why? Okay, great minds think alike, but also why the cheese? And why not in the bag of holding?
She's still just unfurling the rope around your feet.
How much rope did you ask for?
She keeps going.
To Beal.
She keeps going.
How long does this
Your
take?
feet are being, I don't know, about 1,000 feet worth.
Jesus, what?
It's all silk. Someone gave Beal a blank check. That was a mistake on their part.
That was indeed a mistake on their part. Yes.
So, I just want everyone to picture Viridis holding just a big cheese wheel of cheddar cheese, half buried in silk rope.
Why is it silk?
Beal walks away.
Why am I covered in silk rope? Was this a joke?
As,
Am I being pranked? Am I getting punked?
as, if anybody,
Oh boy. Hold on, give me a
as
second.
if anybody walks outside, a new sled has been procured. New dogs. I'm assuming you guys don't want to keep the carnivorous musketeer.
I kind of like the deer.
No. It deserves to be free in the wild.
Okay.
Because that thing freaks me out.
It deserves to be free because it makes me panic. I mean, honestly, it's fine. It's just a deer. Deer tend to eat things.
Yeah, but not a lot of them have chompers like that.
I just read what Sally sent me.
If you don't already have inspiration for that, take inspiration.
Yay!
And just don't comment, don't comment, don't comment, don't comment.
Go ahead and comment.
I'm not going to, and you know why.
It'll be funny.
Can you please take your rope back?
No, it should be like divvied up and loaded up into the cart.
I mean, fair, but also, like, I just asked for 150 feet of rope myself, so now we've got so much fucking rope.
Is it also silk?
You know me so well.
Sigh.
Hey man, listen, don't write to orphans who grew up on the streets a blank check. They'll ask for weird shit. I also
Like
need,
cheese.
yeah, like a wheel of cheese, or manacles, or 150 feet of silk rope. Or apparently 1,000 feet of silk rope.
Barnaby is gonna walk over, just like, there it is. What's this?
I am currently feeling very silky smooth.
Hmm. I'm quite curious what you're gonna do with all that, as he says, as he kind of loosens his grip on that, tries to rebundle his net, which is made of 4 nets, basically all tied together to make a large size net.
We are a group of collective weirdos asking for weird shit.
Well, I mean, this
Yes,
has
and?
its purposes.
I mean,
This
so
can
does the
be
rope.
this. The rope is a weird bit. I mean, this net can be used to really more easily haul along more things, and if I really feel like I could use it as a hammock.
I mean, yes, you could do that, I suppose. You could also use it for, like, large fishing expeditions, or maybe making a
Oh
trap
yes,
and
which would.
catching a bear.
That's. Oh yes, fishing where there's no water whatsoever.
There's water to the north.
Good thinking. We're not going
Gil
that
just
far.
points out the window towards the ocean.
Yeah. Just.
There's also ice everywhere.
I mean, yes, but you can still go. You know what ice fishing is, correct? And it wouldn't be hard to get a drill around here, I'm sure. Probably suck to
That was
use.
I mean, they somehow found 1,150 feet of silk rope in a day.
You know that honestly, that's the most impressive thing I've ever seen that man do. Orchestrating our capture, man, that was impressive. But this is the icing on the cake. Right. So we're leaving town today, right? To
Yeah.
Folka.
Yes. Oh, I have a question. Maybe some of you could answer for me. Let's say hypothetically, I mean, we have sending stones, right, to talk with certain people. To ensure that we don't get spied on or overheard, could it be thrown in a bag of holding and then it just no one hears anything?
I mean,
Beale shrugs and then opens up a bag of holding.
what about the spare we're receiving?
Barnaby tosses his sending stone into the bag of holding. I'd appreciate if you could hold on to this for me. Thank you.
Yeah, favor for favor.
I'm keeping the one with my brother. I need to give him an explanation.
That's perfectly fine. What about
I
you two?
think
The twins
I
have been
gave a. No,
No, you did not, Rat. No, sorry, Bill.
I'm sorry.
My
Both of
beer
which
might
are
coming through.
I
Both of which are fair.
I'm sorry, what did Beal say?
Through the sending stone? Or through the
Yes.
sending scroll?
Yes. I'm assuming it was something not great.
Oh, it
Oh,
was
wait.
fantastic.
Oh, I never mind. I remember. I listened to that part. You're a fucking menace, and I love you. Right. Just the twins haven't spoken up. Have you gotten any weird objects from the gentleman? Other than your tents, I suppose. Zulfra and Neela.
Sorry, just getting in here. Yeah, I think the only thing Anilo got was crampons, pythons, and what
Snow
was it?
boots.
Crampon, python, and snow boots. Yeah, basically just how to travel the snow. Nothing
Man,
Yep.
crazy.
looks at the
Any,
stuff that I've got, starts whistling.
any
I got a collection of. Look at your voice. I got a collection of stuff. Some that could be used in certain situations, and some that might just be handy
Mhm.
for the cold.
Right, that's good then. Okay. Then I think everything's in order. Did you guys get anything special or unique while you were out?
I mean, I got some diamonds
That's useful. Those are also
and
shiny.
cheese. They are.
Also, the cheese is good. We will be eating well for months on this massive Jesus as well. Why are you not putting this in the bag of holding?
She shrugs.
I put it in the bag of holding.
She lets you.
Just, dude, you're a menace. You're a menace, and I love you.
Well, I only got one thing of special quality, and that was the sending stone I threw down in that bag. But I got that last night.
Oh,
I
I
would
also
like
have
to.
rocks.
I would like to state that I am not sure about the magic items everybody was given. Like Veritas has no fucking clue currently.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
I was by myself. The rest of
Um,
y'all kind of did y'all's things. And
I
all
was also given this thing. She pulls out the blood bow vial.
interesting.
I don't know what it is.
Would you like me to find out for you? I mean, I can do that.
She shrugs.
Right.
That
That's supposed to be gone. It's supposed to be that. Sorry, while I was leveling up, certain stuff didn't go through. Apparently.
Veritas is just like looking through his backpack and he's reorganizing.
Yep. All right, here we go. Let me see that. And then he will begin to ritually cast Identify. Wait, can I ritual as a bard? Yes, of course I
I
can.
think you have ritual caster, yeah.
I do. Yeah, I'll ritually cast Identify. Oh. Huh. Apparently you put a drop of your blood in it and it makes your magic stronger. I don't know why you would need this of all things, but, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Alright, I gotta go edit. One of the things Dead gave me,
He'll
Jesus.
squints at you.
He's pretending that you're a rogue. Still.
That ship has sailed, Fury.
I know, but it's still funny. Right, well, I got this rock. It's a nice rock.
Just don't lick it. I've seen people go mad doing that.
Right. Well, no.
Gail sticks her tongue out.
Yeah, just no. Okay. Right. Well. Well, this rock. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. That's not right. Those are stats, not saving throws. Don't do that. Well, just rock should just make it a little better for me. It's a lucky rock. I got a lucky rock.
Bill raises a hand.
Yes, Bill.
I also got rocks.
Nice. Interesting. Oh,
She
Andy's new
pulls
gloves.
out just like a handful of like flat rocks.
Oh, that's amazing.
I think if you heat them up and like put them in a bag or something, you can put them in your sleeping bag and keep warm.
That's really useful.
I asked him for hot rocks and he gave me these.
I mean, they are rocks that are hot, so I guess that's supposed to be... I mean, it is technically exactly what you asked for. Uh-oh.
Fair.
I didn't need to modify anything. It modified everything for me. Fuck. Now I gotta go back and undo everything. Fucking compendium doing what it's supposed to for fucking once confusing me. Right, I also got these gloves. They're very nice gloves.
What do they do?
Well, make my fingers move a little faster.
Bill narrows her eyes at you.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Did that
Oh.
do it?
Uh,
Ah, it did. Perfect. Alright, in that case,
Bill wants 5 alchemist fire.
Oh, wait, what?
It's probably too late.
It is way too late.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fair.
Hey,
Damn it.
hey, Dad, how many did I get? Also,
10.
and I'm 10? Jesus, alright. Good. Man, Veritas is decked the fuck out. Alright, let me send Dad a message real quick.
Are you putting the ball of bearings, caltrops, and alchemist fire in a jar?
You remember what I did is fucking no, I'm not doing that a second time, Dad, you're fine. For those of you at home, if you have watched the other series, cough cough, nobody here. Drake, I think you were the only one that was no, wait, no. Also Nameless, both of you were in that game. Remember that one catapult that actually was pretty cool?
At the very start.
Yep.
Although that was acid, not alchemist fire.
You know what to roll.
Yes, I do. Do. Hey, I guess everybody roll a perception?
Nah, that beats. Anybody can meet that. If you don't want to roll, don't worry about it. Yeah,
Okay.
no, nobody can meet that.
There's always a chance for a natural 20.
It
No,
doesn't matter.
no, you can't meet it.
Even with a natural 20, you can't fucking get it.
He has some stupid numbers now.
You can all thank dead. This was not
Yep.
me.
I'm guessing they gave you an item that just made your perception super high or something.
No. My perception is god fucking awful. I
No,
just
deception.
Oh,
It's stealth
deception's-
and sleight of hand.
yeah, deception's not bad. Actually, nothing has happened to his stealth.
What am I doing? Wrong shape.
Is it just sleight of hand?
It's just sleight of hand. It's also lock picking. So when I go to pick locks,
Oh, yeah. Right.
if I take my fucking passive, my passive lock picking is currently 25.
Anyhow, as this is going on, anybody else doing anything else?
No, just Beal feeling proud of herself that she managed to pseudo prank Viridis.
Hey, Beal. Can I see your dagger for a moment?
Why?
I need to start cutting the rope.
You have your own?
No, I don't. I don't carry daggers.
You don't?
No, I've only got this axe.
That's weird. Do you want lefty or righty? She pulls out 2 daggers.
No, you
You
don't.
only pull out one.
She has 2.
One is currently missing.
Where's lefty?
Viridis smiles and just cuts the rope.
She throws righty at you.
Roll to hit, I guess.
It's still in its sheath.
Oh, dink. He'll hand the dagger back. Wiggles his fingers.
Don't do that.
Oh, come on. Beal, you know it was kind of funny.
That was a little funny.
Anything else from anybody else?
Right.
Nope.
Nope.
Does anyone want to know what those things do that you got? Like, Vanilla's twisting the axe. I can do it while we walk. I don't have to sit still to cast a ritual.
I mean, if you want to look at the axe, you can.
And he just holds his hands out.
She'll pass it over to you.
Alright then. Once again, ritually casting Identify if you want to do that. Oh, wonderful. Oh, so if anybody's already played around with their items, they already know what they do. So, you guys all know that, and if you didn't know it before, Viridis tells you. Alright, just, interesting group of things. Right, Fjordvolka, I guess, on the back of the sleds.
The back of the or I guess driving the sled for me, but yeah.
All right.
Oh, wait, does Barnaby have a meeting?
Nope.
Oh no. That got taken care of last night.
Oh, okay.
They gave me a sending stone and I threw it in the bag of holding. You know, for safekeeping and to also make sure they don't try to spy on us or anything.
Oh, smart. Wonderful. Okay. Then yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay. And the first sled, who's going in it?
I'll go
Should we-
with whatever's the most convenient.
No. So Barnaby and Neela both have to drive one.
Right.
Are there 2 or are there more?
There's 2.
Okay.
We'll take the second sled, and I'm sure Sulfra will hop on with me. And whoever else.
Sally will.
Wonderful.
Extension Jason will be. Who wants to take charge of Octavia?
Barnaby. He's like, ooh, Octavia, come over here with me.
Octavia, stay away from me.
It's gonna be a little hard because it's 5 people on that sled.
It's gonna be a little hard either way. But also, Beal is like literally, not even half a person technically.
That looks about right.
She
1,
very
2,
small.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Going able to go on your sleds. Your stuff is packed on either the sides, or you're just sitting on it for the stuff that won't break, or carrying it. And you are able to make your way off towards Pure Falca. Let me get the ruler out here real quick. Had a 30-mile journey. And I don't hate storms. It'll be 24 hours, 24 miles a day. So it takes about 5 days. Hey, who wants to make me D100 rolls for each day?
I'll make one.
Okay.
89.
Oof. Okay. Better. Day 2. Who wants to do day 3?
Sure.
Okay. Get nice clear that day. Day 4.
Yeah, I'll do day 4.
And day 5.
I'll do it. Yeet. 64. Darn, 5 away from being nice.
Okay. I need Barnaby to roll me a D6. I need Veritas to roll me a D4. You're going to want to aim low.
Wanted to aim low on them?
Yes.
That's 2 4s.
Well, shit.
Okay. So that's going to slow you all down a lot. And yep, you guys would just be getting out there where those storms would be bad. This is the only day that I will particularly highlight. So as you guys make your way out, you head up the hills and, you pass along the fjords and eventually up towards Fjord Falka. Already, you can get the sense that of those that have lived here long enough, storm is on, and not a nice one. Come to think of it now, you're a little happy that you have those tents. And as the day goes on, starts to get darker and darker until eventually you get to about the stopping point. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Yeah, you haven't lived here long. Daniel. Anyways. Eventually you get out to the point where it becomes dark enough that storm is about to hit, and it's about kind of resting time for y'all. Can I get some quick survival checks? Just to see how quickly you guys can get the camp set up and all that. Because I'm presuming you guys are going to actually set camp and all that. I'll make some for the NPCs too.
Beal is sitting on like a rock and is just chewing along people. She's emotional support.
Yep, I have a feeling we're going to be in very similar positions there.
Okay. Roll to GM. I don't know why, but so I never turned it off. Okay. Unless Zulfur just not runs it,
Hey James,
Yes.
do you notice the difference between Viridis and Beal being emotional support?
Viridis is technically actually good at it.
That and Beal's cute and can get away with it.
Okay. So, y'all are able to get your tent set up pretty relatively quickly. You get a quick meal made up.
I would
Eh,
like to heat up my
eh.
flat rocks.
Okay. That's not hard to do. You literally just
Throw them in a fire.
with
Yeah,
precipitation.
or that works too.
Be just any heat source. Is there anything going on during your mealtime as the snow starts to get heavier?
I think Anila will look to everyone and say, hold on, I'm so sorry. Literally, as I'm about to say something, I just got interrupted. Give me like 3 minutes.
Okie dokie.
Viridis is gonna just lean down real quick. Beal, about the other day. Sorry I took your dagger.
Oh, sorry, same day.
Oh, same day? Yeah, then he just does that then. Just,
Earlier today.
yeah, just... I was doing it to show the new trick and, well, you know. I figured it'd be a good way to show it off.
I just don't like it when things are taken from me.
I can understand that.
A lot of. I mean, I'm small, not that strong.
You are terrifyingly strong. Especially for someone so small.
It's not easy to keep people from taking things from me sometimes.
I can understand that.
Like, food or money when I was alone. For example.
Well, you're not alone, and I will never see you hungry or broke. So long as I made a choice in the matter.
Well aware, it's just, feelings, I guess, I don't know.
It's okay. It's alright to not want to have things taken from you. I sure as hell don't like it when things are actually stolen from me, but I was never going to keep it, Beal.
I know.
You need to get me a... Well, I'll make sure not to do that to you again, but are you okay with things randomly showing up in your pockets?
I mean, things tend to randomly show up in my pockets anyways. I definitely don't steal a single thing.
Good girl. And just pats her head. Then rubs her scales. Beal,
Stop it.
Your scales are shining.
No,
Why?
stop it.
Okay. Just did you decide to take the knock off, or is that something we're doing now?
Sometimes. Getting used to it.
Well, you look good.
Shut up.
No. Right.
Just sticks her tongue out at you.
He just pokes her forehead and gets back to setting up the temps with the others. Right. Fuck, I need a bag of holding of my own. He says as he clanks around. I had no idea how much of this nonsense was gonna weigh.
She opens up her bag of holding.
He just starts dumping stuff in there.
Yeah,
I'm going to ignore the over-carrying capacity thing for now. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, as long as you remember what's in bag of holding and what's not.
Yeah. I most certainly will, because I'm just going to untag the button.
and
10 of those. Jesus, 10 of these. Alright.
I should say, just for later that night, alongside Beal's normal sleeping arrangements, she's using the hot rocks. And she kind of wraps herself up in the 1,000 feet of silk rope. I feel like that much should be insulative.
Mhm.
It's a lot of fucking rope.
And when I take watch, I'm taking watch with Beal.
Beal wants to take watch with Sally.
Really?
Actually, no. She wants to take
Anyways.
watch with Barnaby.
Nobody's taking a watch tonight. They don't want to freeze to death. Anyways,
Oh, fair.
sorry, was that it for you two, or
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
okay? Anyways, Neil's back. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah. So if we're all sitting together, I think Anila will kind of like pipe up at one point and just say, if we're heading towards Fuhrer Polka, there is somebody I've been trying to track down that might have some information. It might not even be that. It might just be me tying something up from the past. But if options have it, I would like to see them. I just want that put out there in the group.
Oh no,
Should
that's...
we need to be sneaky?
Oh no, that's perfectly fine. And if you need somebody sneaky, well, this little booger over here, or I can help you.
Speaking of tying things up, we have plenty of means to do so.
Also, manacles, he says, pulling the manacles out and twirling them around a finger. I figured we might have to kidnap somebody at some point.
No, I hope that's not what this comes to. They were my... How do I even put it? Well, did you know about my past discretions? As she kind of looks to the side and squints. My... We'll call it young years. Maybe shaking some feathers up.
Did
Oh,
you
we've
also
talked
make a
about this.
mistake with a bird also?
No, nothing quite like that. I thought we've talked about this. I was a enforcer, for a small, oh, sorry, I just read something. But it was a small criminal organization that helped fund supplies for the tribe. I did it because I was really good at it. But my connection, I would like to meet up with. I owe them dearly for my life, and it's been so long, and with everything going on, I feel like I really need to see them and at least warn them to get out of here. I know that we're warning everyone. It sounds selfish, but them personally.
No?
Well,
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
no, that's a completely fair and justified thing to do. It's just a matter of what's the outside chance that they're working with the people we really don't want to find out that we're doing this?
Well, yes. Dilemmas do pop up with wanting to explore the past. That's why I need it to be okay with everyone. Should this person prove to be untrustworthy, I'm sure we as a group would be more than capable of taking them out, as you kind of see her drift off at that thought.
What does
To
your
a
heart...
nice dinner.
Just Pat Beal. What is your heart telling you to do, Anila?
At least warn them, check in with them, maybe see if they have any insight or maybe information of my father's whereabouts and settlement. But mostly it's I miss their face.
Well, then we should go see them. Or you should go see them. I'm going to assume you want to do so alone.
I would like to, but I'm a little conflicted. At this very moment, even now, I feel like there's more than just you sitting here at this fireplace talking, not fireplace, but this fire pit, talking to me. Two voices, one very sinister and one very familiar. I don't trust what could be, nor intentions of self. I could lose myself in trying to be a better, not better person, but a helpful person and expose too much. It would be nice to have somebody there to keep me in check.
I can do that for you if you'd like, but
That seems like a very roundabout way of saying yes, I would like someone to be there with me.
some people need to voice all their thoughts, Beal.
I
I don't
feel
have any.
there are so many roundabout ways with this entanglement.
Well, if you don't want me to, I'm sure your brother would also be very happy to. He seems to be very keen on protecting you.
And very quiet.
He's been quiet all day. Sulfur, are you doing alright?
I'll say I'm doing fine. I'm just thinking on our next subject. And the coming storm's gonna be throwing over this land.
Well, we can ponder it all night, or we can get some sleep and get to it, which I think would probably be the best thing. Instead of talking about what we can do, I think we should do what we should be doing.
I prefer to ponder my orb. She pulls out the perfectly spherical rock.
Sorcerer Supreme one day, I swear. Right. Well, I'm gonna get some shut-eye. If any of you need anything, feel free to wake me up. Might pluck a tune on my guitar before I go to bed, but yeah.
No, it gets heavier and heavier. It actually starts to pile on the ground more.
He's heading to his tent.
Who's with Anila tonight? Since we're doing two-person tents, is it Zulfra or somebody else?
I mean, wouldn't girls share like a tent and guys share another tent usually?
Well,
Not
so-
enough people.
It's only a 2-person tent.
Yeah. So I mean,
It would have to be. Oh yeah, the fucking Octavia's with us. Yeah, that's right.
Could be Beal.
So who gets to? Oh god,
Beal is with
fucking
Anila.
Octavia. Okay, if Beal is bunking with Octavia, this is gonna be some fun.
I said
violence.
Beal with a Neela.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Beer with Daniela, Sally with Octavia, right?
Are you sure about this?
Better than beer with Octavia.
Yeah, that's gonna end in death. It could be a Neela and Octavia, but then Octavia wouldn't survive the night because that's a fucking druid.
Okay. The one question I have is out of the way. You also have Althea.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Here's-
She can get her own tent.
Go ahead.
Here's another question: Who wants to room with Barnaby, if anyone?
I throw Zulfra at Barnaby because
No.
I'm taking Jason.
I am just kind of, if we're camping out, I'm throwing up my tiny hut.
Oh, so no snow can get in.
Yep.
Zulfra's just like
I'm
looks
just-
at everybody. Nah, dude.
You're gonna have a real fun time in the morning.
He'll be fine. That's an 8-hour dome.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, nobody's gonna have a fun time in the morning, but you know.
The snow is gonna cover the dome.
That would be hilarious. Wait, it's a dome, but it'll just slide off.
It's not. Not all the time.
You'll find out.
This
You'll find out.
will be funny.
So
Nobody whacked
Zulfra
I guess Barnaby
is in a tiny hut by himself.
Yeah, I guess Barnaby and Jason and Virdis will sleep by himself.
Well, I mean, Barnaby would not mind rooming with Octavia or Athela if they were up for it. I'm just saying. So, in case anyone does not feel like, obligated to need to bunk with Octavia, or feel like they're gonna kill her in the middle of the night.
Well, Sally said something first. Do you want Octavia in your tent with you, Sally?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Then I can take Jason, and you can take the paladin girl, if that's what you'd
Yeah,
like.
I'll take Athea.
The crazy one. Perfect.
So
Crazy
I
t-
guess the druid and the sorcerer are bunking.
Yep.
Or okay. Shrug. Fair enough.
You, Beal,
Yes.
Anila, as they go to bed, will just be talking to themselves as if they're carrying on a full-on conversation with somebody, or at least trying to.
Beal is just looking at her, like just giving her full attention, but it's just sitting there quietly.
And it's basically like, listen, I know you can hear me. If you don't respond right now, I'm gonna kill you whenever I find you.
You get no response. And then later in the night, you're gonna get woken up by pretty colors.
I need more context. But yeah, that's basically it. Just Anila talking to herself, muttering little things like that. Probably more than I think about it. Probably kind of weird and terrifying. But that is indeed what is happening.
Beal will just kind of walk up to a kneeler, just poke her.
She'll like startle and turn around and look at Bill. Yes, Bill.
Do you have voices in your head too?
Very intrusive ones. And they're very sudden. Not since between me and you. Not since this prison. Or since this prison is the first time I've experienced it. That I can remember, at least.
That's weird.
Yes. And I want to get to the bottom of it. Because whoever they are, whatever they are very, I guess, intrusive. If I can use the word again.
Yeah, that's a good word.
very much would like to put a stop to them. Or me. But that's for another time. I'm sorry for keeping you up.
No.
Do you want to talk about your voices? What do your voices tell you?
It's mainly that. No, don't steal from that person, or you should help them, or stuff like Julius Caesar tends to talk about.
How is old Julius Caesar doing?
They're doing okay. They're a good listener.
Interesting. Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
The voice, at least one of them, is very thirsty for blood. And I don't know whose. And I'm worried that I'm going to find out sooner than later. And I really don't want it to be in the party. How do you come back from a conversation like that? Hi, I'm Anila. I have a voice in my head that says to kill you.
Hi, I'm Anila. I might have a curse. Hi, I'm Anila. I might be a little bit disturbed in the head. Hi, I'm Anila. I'm a genuinely wonderful person that I don't believe would act on those voices.
Very fair. I like your putting of Anila much better. Maybe I'm just lost in things. A good night's sleep. That's what I need.
You
Or a
need to
good
get
night.
out of your own head.
I feel I need a lot of things, Beal.
Would you
But
like a hug?
Anila will pick Bill up and give her a tight squeeze of a
Eh.
hug. You're the best, Bill. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. My bones. As eventually Beal will just go limp.
Yeah, Neela will let you go, of course, and try and like correct your clothes and everything as they set you down and be like, I'm sorry. It was probably a hug I needed more than I realized.
No, it's okay. I'm just paralyzed from the waist down now. She stands up.
Anila will smile, turn, and try very hard to go to sleep, and let poor Beal get some quiet time.
Beal is actually just gonna kind of get next to you
Mm-hmm.
and try and slip Julius Caesar into your arms.
Anila, of course, will scoop up Julius Caesar and give them a kiss on the head and a tight squeeze, and not squeeze Beal, allow Beal some room to squeeze out if they don't choose to cuddle, but Anila will be the big spoon to your little spoon, if you so choose.
Beal is not entirely against it. Although she does have her backpack with like all her stuff in it against her chest.
That makes sense. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna let it go.
E.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Same.
Anybody else?
Cut to Sally and Octavia holding knives to each other's throats.
No, actually, one of them's making poisons and sharpening blades. And if she runs out of blades of her own to sharpen, she might start sharpening Sally's.
Cut to Barnaby and Jason playing patty cake.
Parents is with Jason.
Cut to Viridis and Jason playing patty cake.
But did you have something, Barnaby?
No, it's I was curious if Athea was going to be doing anything interesting or asking anything.
Uh,
Or is she going straight to bed?
She's not going straight to bed. She's going to work on some weapons. She has had a small minor upgrade. Her sword isn't, just a standard else.
I'm sorry, what?
You notice that her weapon is not the sword that she had. It's a bit different now. Just can't remember what weapon I did give her. I did give her a longsword. Okay. Instead of just a staring straight edge, it is now blunted towards the end, with a bit of serration towards around the middle. And the top third, it is actually just a standard blade. She has turned this from a standard weapon into a weapon of potential terror.
That's quite an interesting weapon you have.
Well, this is to fit my oath. Of death.
What exact? Oh, death. How lovely. You're not going to be using it on me, are you?
If you don't appear to be a threat, no.
Oh no, Grace. I'm no threat to you. Now, our enemies, on the other hand, well, they have something to fear, although I do have a bit more arrows than normal. Well, granted, I needed more arrows, but let's not tell anyone this, but should I not have any arrows, and he's going to pull out that bow he got, and he's going to pull back the string as if he was going to shoot with it, and an arrow appears, and it gives off a glow. And he just smiles, and then slowly just kind of rests the string back, and arrow disappears. They give me quite a little weapon.
Did I add any flavor to that? If I didn't add any flavor to that, the idea was that it was just a standard booking arrow.
Oh, was it? Let's see.
Oh, nope, never mind.
If no
there's
ammunition is available, the bow is able to create its own in the form of moon-touched arrows. And I believe moon-touched arrows, they create a light within 15 feet.
Yeah, okay. Never mind, I forgot what I made myself.
Yeah,
Barnaby.
bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for additional 15 feet.
Barnaby pulls back bow when he's out of arrows. Barnaby loses invisibility.
Yeah, that's why he's got plenty of arrows. Blinky got stuck. Okay, yeah. Speaking of Blinkies, he's going to be pulling out extras to make sure his little nest has plenty. He will be putting that bow away. He's like, "Do you need any extra blankets?"
Oh, I'm good. She just pulls out a cloak and just...
Well, if you change your mind, if it gets too cold, I have plenty to share. By the way, before I head off to Sleepy Time Junction. Anyone here that you are on edge against?
Nope.
I'm gonna insight that. Is that a genuine nope or is it 23?
She doesn't really fear anybody here.
Barnaby
Wow,
just
not even a pup, yeah.
Yeah, Barnaby just smiles more at that. You are quite an interesting person. Yeah, and then there's nothing else. He's gonna wrap himself up and wait for his watch whenever it was gonna be.
Yep. Actually, well, before we get on to that, is there anything else that anybody else wants to do?
No,
Cool.
I had my not at this night.
Okay. As the night goes on, you guys start to kind of bed down. That's when, especially Zulfra, you start to notice the snow starts piling on heavily. These tents were made for this weather specifically, so you don't have to worry about survival checks or anything like that. And Zulfra's in probably a nice heated 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
A nice heated
what?
below freezing.
Oh, I
30.
was just saying Zulfra's probably in a nice heated 32 degrees Fahrenheit dome.
That's still cold.
Not to
That's
the
pretty
Goliath.
water. Oh,
Well, it's also an igloo, basically.
Yeah.
From sounds of it.
It's about to become one for real. The snow starts piling on, and it doesn't take much to realize you're gonna probably have to dig yourselves out in the morning and dig the tents out. It's about this time you all notice that there's a nice handy little shovel that's built into the tent.
Yep.
But were you gonna say something else, Sally?
No, it's just that it's a good thing we brought shovels, as we stated.
And y'all are able to get your sleep, staying nice and semi-warm. The wind is kept out,
Joke's on you, I want to talk to Jason.
and apparently Jason's woken up in the middle of the night.
No, you're fine. Skip ahead. His joke. It can wait till the morning.
I also want to talk to Jason. As I cut a hole in there to know.
What the shit? Hey, Jason, I want to chat. Rip.
Anyhow,
Yeah.
as said, eventually morning comes. It's still snowing, but back to its normal self. The dogs were kept in. I'm assuming y'all picked up an extra tent for the dogs.
Yes, we're not fucking monsters.
And yeah, I actually need to make an amendment real quick to that list. Tents and cover up the thing.
I actually would like to say, Beal probably would have brought one of the dogs into her tent.
Okay.
Cute.
If Anil is okay with it.
May have had BRB. I don't imagine that they would be against it. But that can be amended later. Anyhow, yeah, Jason opens up his tent. Yeah, the snow is buried up to about the top of the opening.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
As he picks up that shovel that was included with the tent and starts digging himself out.
Yeah, just before he starts, when he grabs the shovel, I just lean over. Yeah, how much does Sally actually mean to you? And I push the shovel down.
Damn, hitting with them hard questions first thing in the morning.
Mm-hmm. When people are
Crap.
less likely to have the processing to make up a lie.
Oh, just practically saved my life as he just picks the shovel back up.
Yes, but it's more than that, is it not? You care for her deeply to the point of running off every time that she's gone missing, even though she could literally just have went to the bathroom. You constantly go out of your way to make sure she's fine, as well as take care of her. You risked your life and limb for her when it could have meant your own. You were being actively tormented by Octavia.
Oh, you broke up there.
You were actively being tormented by Octavia, using her as a linchpin to get to you. Is she really just a good friend, or...
God damn it. Let's not back to public real quick. He rolled a 20 on an insight.
He's genuinely curious. He's not going to try to deceive, even if he rolled a 20, he probably wouldn't get through the deception. He's just genuinely curious and worried for his own well-being. Like, Jason's going to do something to fuck up and hurt himself in the process of this. And Veritas thinks that Jason needs to be... how do I need to put this? Veritas is nosy and can't help it.
Yeah. Again, you just get the thing of, again, she saved my life, effectively.
That's fair, I suppose.
On one occasion.
Yeet. 15. Holy shit, I actually rolled a good insight for once.
As he said, practically saved his life on multiple occasions.
No deeper meaning behind it. Yeah, just... shrug. I was like, well, I guess that's fine, but... I'm just gonna let you know it comes off as somebody who may or may not be wanting to court someone. And I'm sure I'm not the only one in the party that sees it.
Give me just a moment here. Nope, still a dumbass. Still a dumbass.
Oh, he's still a dumbass?
Yes.
I used an inspiration, reroll it, fuck you. The one I got
Well, that
earlier.
was- Well, he rolled a 15 this time, so... Yeah, he, as you say that, just the shovel goes straight to the snow.
He starts
And-
digging faster.
No, as in, like, he loses grip on it as you say that, just goes straight through.
Oh,
Give me just a moment.
shit.
He's got a decent chunk out.
Yeah, just... Oh.
Hey, Zolfra, there's now suddenly a shovel that just whacks the tiny hut.
Like he was mid shovel throw and it just shovel.
Oh,
Just
there'll be a
sailing.
yawn as the hole is put through the igloo and slowly just shifting up.
Yep.
Oh,
As-
good morning.
Getting back to the conversation at hand. I'll go get that.
Just pat him on the back.
As he just
You stand more of a chance than you think. And he'll just
cuts.
get up, grab
Go
his
ahead.
stuff, and leave.
As he just hops through the hole, goes and grabs the shovel and starts digging the tent out. Meanwhile, has anybody else got any shenanigans for this morning?
Beal is patiently sitting there waiting, watching Anila dig them out. Blah, blah, blah. Because Beal people might have noticed she does not help with the physical labor.
Also, she's small.
She is also small.
I mean, Barnaby has nothing. He's helping out,
Yep.
help the Elder dig out.
Yeah, everybody's able to get out their respective tents, except for Zulfur, who's just, the moment it collapses, just a bunch of snow caves in. Like, you're not buried in it, but it is a bit annoying.
Oh, it's simple enough to just shake it off and pull myself up out of it.
Yep.
Honestly, considering who we are, we likely just digged holes in snow and slept in that normally. That is something that is done. Oh, so what's our next objective?
Get
Got
to
more
this-
traveling to do?
Yep, just getting to the city.
Yeah.
Then let's get going.
There really hasn't been any like wild game or anything around here, has there?
No, not really.
It's a wasteland. What do you expect?
Well,
There's
I,
usually some game we've been able to hunt fine. It's strange that it's become even more barren.
Well, it is
Perhaps
getting colder, and there was a storm, so I'm sure the animals hid as well.
that's fair.
It wouldn't surprise me if they know of the dangers and they do what they usually do during these freezes.
Go underground, hibernate.
It's
don't
not
know.
the first time it's happened, and it's most likely something these creatures are used to. If the other tribes were around and functioning, they'll likely be following suit once they've noticed a change in the animal's behavior.
Maybe they're like frogs.
Yeah, Barnaby doesn't add anything after that. He's just putting his tent and everything together.
As a, if there's nothing else. One. Okay, y'all are able to get your tents dug out, get the sleds back up and moving, and with that, we all go with a bit of time cutting.
Yep, absolutely.
Am I able to experiment?
And somebody catch some animals.
Are there animals to be caught?
Give me a survival check. We'll make this a cumulative one. Every so often, maybe not tonight, but the next night, you will be able to find some like rabbits and such.
Alright. He'll catch them.
Yeah.
And he'll give them to Beal.
Okay.
Just gotta put you guys here.
I guess I should say there's kind of some weird blood smears on the edge of the camp some days.
And eventually, about that fifth night, you notice that there's another storm brewing. Shouldn't be nearly as severe, not nearly as severe as the last one, but it's still definitely gonna be enough to bog you guys down. That said, also you can tell that the town is just within. If you, what the hell is it called? Within maybe another 2 or 3 hours. So if you push it, you might be able to get into town before the storm hits, but also you risk running exhaustion. Or hitting exhaustion.
I mean, I honestly don't completely mind camping another day.
Yeah, Barnaby would put in a vote for camping. He would not want to go into a possibly hostile environment exhausted.
Barnaby's right.
Okay. I'm not hearing any. Oh, go ahead.
Besides, it gives us all another lovely opportunity to set up camp. I'll be over here.
Oh, Bill, give me an Arcana check, please. Sure.
Yeah. $19.
There's not as big of a rush this time around to get the camp up and running. So
This time Sally's going to take the tent that Nila though. So Bill is stuck with Octavia.
how does Veritas react to this?
James, are you muted?
Yeah, why on earth do you think that's a good idea?
Where am I currently? Is this like separated from the group? Or are we all here listening in?
We're all kind of together.
Yeah.
Beal,
I'm pretty sure they're just doing it for amusement's sake, or maybe to smooth some feathers.
I'm assuming I have no say in this matter. What, Bill, do you think that's a good idea?
Beal's wandered off. She's not actually in this conversation.
Bill. Trying to find out who's sleeping where tonight.
I'm good with whatever.
I'm not. For fuck's sake, I'm not. Shit, Octavia can sleep by herself and Bill can sleep with me tonight. Absolutely not.
Pop.
Gross.
So who's sleeping with who exactly? Also, Veritas, you can't. Well, you can't shelter her forever like that. She has to.
I know this. I'm not going to be around much longer.
Okay.
I don't need reminding that I'm dying.
Sorry.
It's alright. Just... I'm worried about her.
I know, but she's a strong person. I think, like of all of us, if any of us were just thrown out into the wilds and asked to survive, Bill's probably going to be the last one standing. I truly believe this. She'll do fine.
Gonna do some looking around in the next city by myself and look into some stuff. Ask around and maybe I can figure something out, but for right now, I just need to watch out for her while I can.
Of course.
And hopefully impart some wisdom on to her before I go, which was always the plan.
Can you also impart the part of the wisdom where she stops listening to other people quietly for standing behind their back.
Oh, absolutely
They're
not.
not gonna do that.
You have no idea how many times that saved my life. You might be from one of these little places here, but you're still technically from a city. And you were raised in a family. We survived on the streets. You have to have every advantage to survive. Sally, at this moment in time, the only thing I've got to leave Beale is a bunch of gold. I don't even have a home for her. If I go, which I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure that I don't, she's going to be left with nothing, except for all of the gold I've accumulated, and my stuff.
And us.
Yes.
You think we're going to abandon Bill?
No, of course not. All of you are too good-natured. Well, except for Zulfur and Barnaby, but actually, you know what? Most of you are
Approve
not
of that.
most of you are not good-natured. Looks over
Yes,
at
you got it right.
Octavia. Back to Zulfur, to the crazy paladin.
But we look after our own at least. Well, yeah, we look after our own. Let's look after Barnaby in second thought for a moment.
Right. Well, I don't know what it is she's doing, but I'm not gonna lie. If she randomly disappears and there's blood splots showing up in the morning every time Barnaby hands her a fucking squirrel, I'm not stupid. She's doing something. And well, it'd be nice to have the two of us alone tonight. I can just be with my daughter and wake up in the morning and not have to worry about whether some crazy bitch is drank her. Looks over to Octavia. Minor offense, just a little offense. Not enough to hurt you, but a little.
You just see her by the fire making up a couple poisons.
Useful. Right. Well. Oh, and
Right.
whatever you do, don't let Barnaby teach her fucking anything. He chuckles, saying that loud enough that Barnaby so Barnaby can hear him. Partially joking.
Should I roll perception just to see if Barnaby can hear them?
I mean, where is Barnaby currently at?
What is it? Evening or morning or?
It is night at the moment.
Night.
Yeah,
If his camp tent get all set up, he would have been inside in his little nest of blankets. Like if he was in there, he's completely covered. Probably chewing on a snack.
Yeah, give me a perception. DC's not going to be high, but give me a perception.
As I'm actively trying to be heard.
13.
Yeah, you can hear.
Well, he just keeps on snacking.
Damn. Alright, Bill, we're bunking together tonight. Scoops Bill up.
Why?
Because you're wandering off with a bunch of animals coming back covered in blood.
She's not covered in blood.
Oh, well, with random blood splotches happening outside the camp afterwards.
And this is not Octavia's fault.
Bill.
I just had to go use the bathroom.
Would you lie to me?
I lied to everyone.
Just let them do what they're going to do. As long as they're not killing anyone in the night,
Yeah,
they'll be
ain't
fine.
no way I could even attempt to fucking roll that shit. Just
Even if you're just stabbing someone in the middle of the night, should be fine. Just don't kill them. We have uses for everybody here still.
No. Sulfur, I'm not okay. I think it's I think it's less that Veritas believes Beal. She might have went to go pee, sure, but it's more of Zulfra has so hard swiped into actively trying to teach Bill it's okay to stab people as long as you don't kill them that just sidetracks Veritas and Zulfra. You cannot be teaching her that.
I'm not teaching them anything, they already know this.
She pulls out a dagger slowly.
She
See?
puts
It's
his hand on the
ingrained
dagger.
into her instinct.
Pushes it back in. Yeah, no. I guess no. Barnaby's with the paladin. Zulfra's by himself in his dome. Octavia gets to be by herself tonight.
Octavia could get in one with Althea and Barnaby. It'll be a little tight, but I mean, if Barnaby just keeps into his pile of blankets, you
Great.
could just sit in the corner or
let's get
something.
let's get all three of the psychotic murderers in one tent. Yeah, that sounds like a wonderful fucking idea.
At least then you'll know where they all are.
Wrong. 'Cause what
Yeah.
if they all sneak off together?
It's a pretty interesting quilting club there.
Yeah.
Anyways, she just sets up her own tent.
That's fine. All right.
Just imagine Barnaby sewing a quilt now.
Yeah. And because I'm not going to make a whole big deal out of this or thing out of this, because I'm not fucking singing out loud.
Do it, Mari can listen.
No, fuck no. No matter how
Come
much
on.
Adri told me it was a good idea. No. You're getting
Where's
sent.
that ego?
That's not ego. That's Adri. It's
Fair.
the opposite of ego. I don't think I sing good. Anywho, you're getting sent the lyrics, and then afterwards, the song. Cut. That is sung to Beal before she passes out.
Aw.
You're evil, I hope you know.
Yes, I am.
I've seen that. You're evil.
Is that
Yeah.
the one,
It's
is that the one
worse.
you linked in there?
Yeah. Yeah. It's but I use the extended version and I changed the lyrics fucking heavily. Nothing. You can't just send me a dope meme like that and expect it to go away. That's so good. Just fucking dead, just going, nothing is fine. How fucking dare you?
Anyways, back on track.
Yeah. So Sally wanted to talk to Nila for a bit.
How dare you make Beal cry?
Oh. Yeah, how dare you? No one makes Bill cry on my watch.
You don't get to watch. You're in your own tent. Go away.
Is Neelis here?
Name was
If you're
muted.
talking, you're muted.
They might have had to go for a second. I didn't
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, might be.
Might have had first cup.
I find it funny that no one's asked to be in the dome as well. It's just like, I'm vibing here. You guys all have your tents and then there's just Sulfur just in an igloo.
I don't think any of them doubt that, like, so far is gonna say yes if we asked.
That's true.
No, I 100% know
Anyways.
Sulfur would say yes.
Anyways. Yeah. Welcome back, Nameless. Sally, I wish to talk to you. Yes, me put it.
Sorry, yes. Hello, I'm here.
Yeah. So, in the tent, after like we got the bedrolls out and such, Sally's going to ask Anila for a bit of an advice. She says,
Go ahead.
she says, "Hey, Anila, you and Zofra seem so friendly. Not just friendly, like you know what is in each other's hearts. You understand each other, even though you're such different people. And I was wondering, how do you build that kind of relationship with your sibling?"
Well, I suppose it's a bit of a two-way street. What's interesting is we weren't always very close. Growing up, we were very contentious and would fight about everything all the time. However, through the years, you start to realize that the person you fought the most with was the person you've wanted the most from. And as long as that seems to be reciprocated, a seedling is where it starts. Something small, something where you can bond and laugh and enjoy company with.
Oh, so I should start fighting?
No, by no means. I'm sorry. Uh, I suppose if you're looking for you and your brother, yes?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Can I ask your closeness? Where does it? Where do you find the most common ground? Is it in your values? Is it in your morals?
Well, that's just it. He's so different from me. He has different priorities, he has different values. I think the only thing similar about us is that we care about each other very much, but we don't talk, not about what we really think. And I'm a little afraid to talk to him. That's why I asked Bill to send a message instead of me, which backfired spectacularly. Thank you, Bill. I will never forget this.
You're
I
welcome.
It
why
was for your own good.
why and and I know I'm supposed to use the sending stone, and then she turns over the sending stone in her hand to try and explain to him that there was a mistake and that I'm fine, everything's going well, but I'm still too scared to actually talk to him. I want to fob this off to someone else again, even though it's going to be a really bad idea if I fob this off to Bill again. I don't, I, you know, I feel that if I approach him, that, I'd find out that what we have is not as enduring, as durable as what you have with Zofra and you. That what I thought that was love between us in reality is just an illusion. After all, he did decide to leave me in with Octavia. So I don't I'm scared to talk to him. I was wondering how you did it, how you
Yeah,
trusted each other the way you loved each other.
I suppose we got over the fear of not wanting to speak to each other, in the sense of we wanted to grow closer, especially after everything our father had done. That's another story for another time, but I wish I had more insight for you, Sally. I yearn for your relationship with your brother to grow, and I do think he cares deeply for you. But his path, his choices, his ability to find himself in duty wholly is respectable, but often black and white in the thinking. And
I'm,
so many things we do and have are in the gray.
yeah, in reality, very few things are black and white, but, you know, he fails to see it. And, like, just keep this between you and me, but I'm so fucking jealous of Octavia. When I saw her, like, Octavia's just hugging her and, asking about her, like, health, like, are you okay? Like, back in the, like, your potion shop, you know? At least her, like, to him, like, she was first. I think to my brother, I would never. I just like what about you and Zofra? Is to him, or is he always going to put you first? Am I wrong to want that kind of priority of my brother?
By no means should you ever feel discouraged by wanting that from your brother. I suppose it is only natural. I really do hope they come around to see the common ground that you have, where you're both so dedicated to your service, and how much pride you can take in your choice of duty. However, the differences, much like Zulfra and I, must come from respect, I suppose. He respects my choices, even though he probably doesn't agree with a lot of them. And to be honest, I respect his, even though they seem odd at times. But I know deep down they're trying to do what's right. I wish that was better advice.
No, I think that was good advice. Thank you, Anelia. I guess I guess I would try and approach this a bit from the way you talked about, way of trying to understand, to respect him and his choices instead of what I want or need from him. After all, like, he is his own person and I am mine. And if that was the priority, if that was his priority and I love him, then I should love that part of him too.
You're right. The good and the bad define a lot. And we can't live in the black and white, right? Only in the gray. And that's where we can accept people for really what they are. And I hope his eyes can open before it's too late.
No, it's not that he's done something wrong. He was right to put the settlement first. Thousands and thousands of lives. It is who he is. And we can't all, brothers can't all be like Zolfra, all be like Octavius, even like Veritas. Sometimes some people have to have other priorities, or who will look out for people who have no one to look out for. Thanks, Nila. Like talking to you a little, calmed my nerves a bit. I guess, being around Octavius just got my nerves so highly strung up. Oh, Gain, like I've been so effing jealous.
They really do have a way with you, don't they? It's interesting.
Is it?
So much they've done and to you, against you. And yet, like your brother, you're still able to find good. And I wonder what that will do for you or to you in the long run. Their opinions seem to matter greatly. And I'm not one to say whether that's right or wrong, except that if they do matter, then at least be proud of your choices so far, because we've been proud of you.
Sally's going to give Anila a hug. If she would let her.
Yeah, Anila will give her a big hug.
Yeah, Sally's gonna stay in that hug for just a moment longer. And her breathing slows and goes back to normal. And looks at Anila and says, I can totally see why Bian wants you for his stepmom. You are so, so amazing, Anila.
Well, thank you. Uh, so many have and wanted. I feel I could not tame the spirit of Beal, only make it more wild in my druid ways. And I don't know if that's the right path for little Bill. So much potential.
So much potential. But he will find his own way, as will all. She will find her own way, as will all of us.
Thank you for talking to me, Sally. I appreciate your insights. It makes me think of my brother, and I need to do something for them. Something to bring a smile to their face.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to know of any good hunts around, would you? I think they would really enjoy a good kill.
Sally's gonna think about it. Can Sally roll survival to know if she knows any?
Yes, but the DC is a little high around here.
Sally's gonna use her yeah. What does she know with 13?
Not a lot. You know that if you go up a bit further, there's some fish hunting.
I know where good fishes are, but I think he's more geared towards heavier hunts.
And I'm like
Alright.
fishing, but like literally just going out with a spear and killing things like sharks and shit.
The patience for the fishing is his strong suit, but he does love a strong hunt. Something proud to display. Maybe, just maybe, a blessing for the party would be something more suited for them at this time. Something where they can call upon the spirits to guide and help pave our way. It's so weird, but I'm growing to miss the animal nature and the sophistication of just being in nature. There's so many people, so many buildings, so much metal. It's just different.
Maybe the spirits of your tribe are already with us. Just look at the storm. Aren't you of the Bura tribe? Weren't they, aren't your ancestors and your spirits guiding you whenever the wind blows over the mountains, whenever the storm like ravages across the land? Their hands are in all of this?
That's exactly right. You've paid attention. I'm impressed. In our darkest times, in our most desperate, when things are the coldest, when we are the hungriest, that is when we are awakened to our true selves. And our ancestors guide us with that purpose. You are right. I think this would bring a smile to Zulfar's face hearing you say such things.
May the storm guide you both to somewhere beautiful.
I'd rather they guide me to where I'm needed.
He just, God, the fact that Zulfra has such good hearing, I believe that he probably did hear all of that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sally. I feel a strange comfort in the blowing of winds now. I think it'll lull me to sleep even faster.
Sally smiles.
And
Cut
with
the
that,
veal
Anila...
cry in the next tent over.
Oh shit, I should probably send that to Nameless. I think Nameless is the only person out of the loop. Maybe Barnaby? I don't know. Did I send you the stuff?
Rat sent me the thing.
It's good.
Anyways,
Listen to Nameless.
yeah, are we just leaving? Okay, I see the message now. Okay, good. Jason doesn't get left out in the dark, or left out in the cold. Well, but Octavia,
Ew.
anything else going on for the night before you go to sleep?
Nope.
Not that I can think of.
Hey, Neela.
Yes.
That plushie Beal kept putting in your pocket?
Julius Caesar?
Yeah, that disappears.
Okay. I assumed it would at some point.
And I guess Viridus, Julius Caesar just materializes in Beal's hands.
Hello. Anything else for the night?
Nope.
Yep, I'm good.
Okay. With that, y'all are able to get your rest in. And come morning, you dig yourselves out again. And the snow is back to normal. Still no sun. Just clouds and not and cold.
It sounds like we have a rare fine weather. Let's get into the city while we still can.
And with that, if there's nothing else for this morning,
As we're walking to the city, Anila will step. If Barnaby is like not flying super high, Anila would like to ask Barnaby a quick favor.
they'll have sleds right now, so
Oh yeah, never mind. Then I'll wait. I don't want to yell. Barnaby.
I'm right here. Jesus.
Aren't you two in the same sled?
No,
How?
we're driving different sleds.
Oh, right.
there's nothing.
Nope.
Y'all eventually make it to the city. And as you get there, this place looks as if, well, it is normally walled. However, it looks to be that there are now some makeshift additions to that wall, as it looks to be wooden spikes just driven into the ground with the spike end just sticking out. And you see guards standing at the gate, just kind of, watching, and, there's one caravan in front of you. They kind of just, they talk with them for a minute, then they go inside. And then, as you try to go in, you were stopped. What is your business for visiting Fjordfolka? And do you have a... Sorry?
Sorry. Government business, and we produce the writ of passage.
They quickly examine it. All right. If you need it in, go visit the... We've been here 2 weeks, so we don't have this...
If you need an inn, go ask one of the locals.
Yeah, yes, you have the right idea.
The local gives him the bird and walks away.
An actual, in all seriousness, you get one called the... Let me refresh these options real quick. The Unmuzzled Manticore, what the hell? You can get one called the Beaver and Otter.
Oh boy, you
Oh,
just random.
Chris.
You have
Yes.
such a thing for otters.
Well,
First two words that come to mind. Okay, otter. It can't be the first name.
no, I'm using a random generator run. Yeah, you are led inside, and you had an idea that might not be good, but now you have a full frontal. You have a full front row seat to just how terrible it is, as there are people in Forges shackled in it. You see people hanging from cages. There appears to be at the town center a stand where you see people who are locked in cages up to their necks as ice just slowly melts out from under them. It's basically just a hellhole.
Soon to be an unlivable hellhole.
Yes.
'Cause you know that.
Why are these people out, like, jailed out here in the cold? Like, shouldn't they be in cells indoors? What if
You
they
have to-
freeze to death?
Do you ask a guard that?
Yeah.
Jail cells are reserved for murderous thieves and people awaiting execution, basically. These people will be released at the end of the day, except for those people. They're currently. Are you familiar with what the slow hang is?
Oh, Jesus, really? Just put a fucking arrow in their heads. Gods.
Then how do they
And
look? Out.
these people are murderers, raiders, all
See
of them.
here. That one killed a guard. That one stole some bread. That one stole some metal. Hey Sally, give me a perception check as people are being pointed out. And then the people in the
Yep.
cages and such just didn't meet quota.
Executed.
I'm going to use my inspiration and roll that again.
Okay.
21.
Damn.
This is just a cesspool of human misery. And for you, it gets a little bit worse as you see what appears to be a familiar face just hammering out what appears to be ingots. Let's see here.
A
Reddish.
familiar face, like among the guards.
No, among the people working the forges.
Ah,
Kind of reddish hair, young face. That you would swear would be with someone else, but. And back in Ironwood, but they're not.
who is this person? Do I?
You recognize him as the Bard's daughter that you met just once.
That Bard's daughter.
Yes.
That one.
Yes.
Okay, and what kind of circumstances does she seem to be in right now? She's not shackled to her post, right? She's just working?
She is by the ankle, and that's a common theme for everybody, is that they're shackled to their forge if they're working up here. But no, otherwise just working on hammering out a bunch of ingots, placing them in buckets, and every so often you do see a guard come by to collect it.
Why are these people shackled to their posts?
You asking the guard that?
Yeah.
Keep them working.
Did they not meet their quota?
That's yes. And since we can't just torch the town, we were told to come in here and just get production moving again. They said any means necessary as long as it doesn't lead to too much death, but they just point up to where people are just slowly being executed.
And these people.
This is.
Sorry.
No, sorry. Like she stops and lets Veritas speak.
So you're telling me that these individuals here are being executed because they didn't meet a quota, or are these people being executed because of thieves, murders, what have you?
Oh, people are actually being, executed for actual criminals. The people, as again, you just look at the people who are just locked in hanging cages and such, just didn't meet quota. I'm going to give you a bit of advice. Just don't question it. Do your business and get out. As he just pats you on the shoulder and leaves.
I think I ran out of people soon enough.
I think there's been at least one misunderstanding with the people that did not meet the quota. One of our, and then she's going to roll deception. One of the people that are supposed to be scouting out for us apparently have been mistaken for a member of this this settlement. She is not a citizen of the settlement. And then she's going, so by the same writ of permission and rights that govern us to walk freely in this land, I also demand that you release her as well. She says this, and then she glances at Veritas for a second, as in to like, please back me up, as she walks by to the bard's daughter's side.
Mhm.
Sally, I want you to roll me a deception. But if
I will be
Veritas is
assisting her.
helping,
Yeah,
yeah,
just
give it to me an advantage.
all right. Take a bardic inspiration too. Add a d6 to that. Whatever it is that you roll.
Anybody else want to stack anything else?
I mean, does guidance work?
Yeah.
Yep, it will work.
D4, D6.
All right, yep. Go ahead and add 1d4 and 1d6.
Total of 17. It's not bad.
Going to be able to gaslight this person into believing that. Yeah, as you walk over, they glance up and immediately they ignore Veritas as they just immediately look at Sally. Obviously, her eyes go wide for just a moment as she just immediately goes back to hammering. This time a little bit more aggressively.
As said, looks at the guard, is like, and then like, extends a hand, as in like, for the key, please. She tries to be as authoritative as possible, so as to gaslight the guard.
No. Where's my guard stat block?
Give me 1 second.
Obviously, he's going to try and incite you real quick. But with a flat wisdom score, I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon.
Wow.
Just... Yeah. Barnaby, real quick, as I try to think of this. Octavia just leans over. Yeah, I don't know what she's trying to do either.
Yeah, he's just kind of whispering to her. I'm kind of curious why they didn't ask who they were, like who the people in charge were. I mean, these people could be working on, materials for the boats, as far as we know.
Yeah. Oh, something that I will say, every so often you do see a banner of a dragon wrapping around a sword. And on that sword is a design that I can't quite visualize right now. Those who have lived on the mainland, that is obviously the insignia of the Empire, and then the battalion specialized.
Then when he sees that, he'll go, "Oh, that makes sense. It's them."
So what does the guard say? With his
It's kind of-
20, side.
They're just gonna lean forward for a second. So,
Okay.
what's their name?
By the way, hey, Dead, you're gonna hate me.
Silvery Barbs.
Yup. Eat shit, get bent. That's a 1. Sorry, I had to help my wife with something.
I thought Silver Barb
what-
was banned in this game.
It is not. Was it?
Nope.
Nope.
Silvery Barbs was never outright banned.
It was banned in
Banned
Dead's
classes.
previous game.
No, it never has been banned.
It might have been banned in Rat's game?
It's been banned in some games I've been in, but I don't know
Yeah.
which ones they were.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
to be fair,
I've
it's a pretty good
not
one.
in this game.
Yeah, and I'll
Yep.
I'll give that advantage to Sally for whatever she does next for however long it lasts. A minute, maybe, I think. Hold on. Let me double check.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the guard has to make a new roll, and if it's another natural 20, then it doesn't really matter at that point.
Yeah. Also, like, Sally's going to answer that one. Like, she doesn't know the daughter's name, but she knows the last name of her, like, erstwhile boyfriend, so she said Denisovich.
So he just says reroll.
Yeah, so just re-roll and, sir, do you really have time for this today? Shouldn't you get back to work? Is the verbal components.
Yeah, at Sally's response. All right, fair enough. As he actually pulls the key off and hands it to you, and then begins to walk off. It's like, oh shit, right, I need that key back.
I'll get it to you in a moment, don't worry. You can go ahead and go back to your station so that way you don't get in trouble with your superiors.
He's gonna incite you.
Yeah, I mean, we were.
There's a hand.
Yes,
There's a bunch of keys on that.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. He wants to insight. Oh, that's great. I am the upstanding citizen that is perfect.
Okay. As he goes back to his post.
Mhm.
As I said, there are a bunch of keys on that.
Mhm. I just smile. God, I love
They
it.
are color coded.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh.
Go ahead, Sally.
Sally's going to draw like Veritas a really grateful look, and Anila, and then goes and unshackles the erstwhile boyfriend's daughter whose name she doesn't know from like her post, and then says to her in a friendly manner, "Oh, good thing that we got this like mistake resolved. So let's go, unpack our bags and we can talk about what we learned, while scouting."
Yeah. Give me just a second here. Okay. Yeah, as you're doing that, first off, this was kept tighter than it should have been. Two, it's obvious she wants to kick you in the head as you're unlocking her, but
Yep.
I'm just gonna lean in and just go. Yeah. You should be really grateful. It's not often that somebody randomly decides to come in and save you. So
I got some more swarm.
try to play along, and let's find somewhere that isn't fucking frozen, please. That pat
fucking
Beal.
luck with that.
God, I hate this place. God, I hate this place. Right.
Yeah.
Anyhow. So yeah, you
Yeah.
get the key. Do you try to go unlock anybody else real quick?
I take a look back at the
Almost.
guards.
Give me a stealth.
Yeah. You got it, boss. Oh.
Wow, still.
Nobody will notice you. Except the person you're unlocking.
You guys should go ahead, and I'm gonna go ahead and start doing some stuff here.
You're gonna hate me in about 5 seconds.
I am.
Barnaby is like about to speak and then holds his tongue, just looks to Octavia and Althea. It's like, let's just go ahead and leave them to the things. I don't think they realize some things yet.
Yeah,
I will be
you need
heading
to know
off
somewhere.
with those two.
Sorry, go ahead. Trick.
Yeah, he's just suggesting Octavia and Althea. He and those two should go find like an inn or someplace. Just like, let's just leave these people to doing the thing that I don't think they realize. You know, that our whole deal here is to save all of them, which would include the people that are chained. And the fact that if they unchain them now, they'll probably just get killed by the gods anyway.
Oh no, you have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyhow,
He's just
no, yeah,
getting the keys.
Mm-hmm. Oh no,
He's
yeah.
just
You guys are assuming.
anyways, I get the
yeah, that's exactly the point that Barnaby is assuming.
Mhm.
He
Anyways,
sees Veritas with the key.
I get the order of operations that's going on, so okay. before you walk off, Sally and her +1 returns. I suppose I should thank you a little. Just follow me. I know a place that you guys can say warm at is. And do you let her lead you?
Glances at the other people if they're willing.
Beale has herself wrapped up in her blanket, holding Julius Caesar on the outside of it through the blanket.
As long as it's warm. I think Bill's getting real cold here.
All right, follow me. As she leads you off. We'll cut back to y'all in a minute. Veritas, I think I know what you're trying to do, but go ahead and do tell me what you're trying to do.
I'm looking for somebody who looks like they would fucking do absolutely anything to get out of their chains.
That's not going to be hard to do. Literally, you can go one stall down, and there was one there.
I'll just walk up to the door. You look like you want out.
Name someone who doesn't.
Well, I mean, there's some people here who are smart enough not to want to get out and get shot immediately upon escaping. But you look desperate, and, well, I'm desperate, so... Looks like, for the moment, we share that. I'm looking for something. Something in this terrible hellhole that is frozen fucking constantly. I need someone who can fix things intricately. Someone with surgical precision, someone with methodical work ethics.
Oh, I don't know anybody of that type, but could try the insane engineer that escaped in the first few days of the bastards here being here.
Oh, really? Where would that be?
He literally jumped down the big ass hole in the middle of the town. You see if you look for a hole in the wall, you do see that there's a big ass hole in the center of town.
Well, thanks for the information, and I leave.
Oh, you dick.
I didn't even have to fucking do anything. I just jangled the key. I didn't even have to roll a deception. Jesus. Alright, sweet. I go give the guard his keys back.
They're desperate. What do you think?
Man, dude, listen. I am playing a lawful good character. It's just that he's not above...
Goes by ass.
Oh, he's absolutely good. He's just some random fucker, dude. We're gonna save all these people.
Anyhow.
Oh, this breaks my oath.
Anyhow. Yeah, you go return the keys. Cutting back to the one person. I came out of left field.
I held all the cards. I'm so
Yeah,
glad.
because you thought he was gonna get out.
Yeah,
anyways,
no shit, Sherlock. That was the point. I was
cutting
lying.
back to the other group.
We know where we're headed? Like
Nope.
the inn?
Nope. However, it's not a long walk as you eventually arrive to a kind of clustered area, and you come to an inn where, if you look at the sign, it reads, it's a little hard to read, but it does read the Derpy Dragon, but it has since been heavily painted over.
Derby Dragon.
Derpy Dragon.
Okay.
Beale looks upset.
All right, just come on in. As she opens the door, if you look in, the place is completely deserted.
Beale lets out a sigh of relief.
Also, this is the insane. This is the image on the sign.
What do the? Are there any workers inside that we can see?
Nope, it is completely abandoned.
Well, Barnaby seems very happy, as he always does, and walks inside to find a table near a fire if there is one.
And you all are let in. Specifically, Sally, you are held up till last, and then you are let in, and the Bard's daughter just quickly falls, shuts the door, puts one of those crossbars across it so that way it can't be opened up.
Okay, so looks around, I guess. Is the fire like going? If not, I'm going to try and poke, poke the fire into existence at the deserted fireplace.
Yep. As you look around, as I said, it is abandoned. There are logs to start a fire, but and you just quickly turn your head back to the door real quick, and does a 16 hit?
16
Yes. Actually, wait, hold on, that's not quite right. That's 14, 15.
hits because her armor class is 16. Oh no, she has the new scale armor, but she hasn't worn it yet. So yeah.
It'd be 18.
Okay.
Yeah. As you turn around, you just immediately get headbutted for 1 damage by the Bard's daughter.
Okay. 1 damage.
Yep. She just takes a deep breath. Okay, I got that on my system. Welcome to my very terrible abode.
Thank you for inviting us in, Sally says, just rubbing the bruise on her, chin a little bit. Care to let us know a little bit about what's going on in the town? And why on earth are you here? Where's your parents? Where's Dmitri? Where's your mother? Why are you out alone here, shackled to a table in a settlement that's not even yours? You're supposed to be back in Ironwood. What's your parents thinking?
What was that, Beal?
Beal slowly pulls out her dagger and asks if she can stab someone.
Is that someone me?
She shrugs.
If the answer is me, then no. If the answer is literally anybody else, maybe.
She slowly puts her dagger away.
Anyways.
Let's get back to the basics. First, what's your name?
Sure, now she wants to ask it. Elena. Denisovic.
Alina?
Elena, yes.
All right. Elena.
Is Sally a homewrecker?
Bill, who taught you that word?
Experience.
It was Veritas. Veritas taught her that word.
Also, this is what she looks like.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, you just...
Oh.
She just immediately shoots a glance over at you. Starting from the beginning, after you showed up into my life for the 1-2 hours you were there. Oh, my father got back. There was a very long and loud discussion, and me and my mother left.
Oh.
We went to Skavrencia, where, I eventually turned 16. And not wanting to be here anymore, we decided to split up our efforts. I would come here, make as much money as I could, doing whatever I could. She would do whatever work she needed to do. She never shied away from heavy labor. And eventually we would make enough to get off this goddamn continent. Well, I started doing what I was taught to do, singing, dancing, whatever it was I needed to do. About this, Virtus, would you have tried to follow them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Give me
what-
investigation.
Okay, that's fine. That tracks. Yeet.
You find the exact same place that they went to.
Mm-hmm. Just walk on in. My compatriots should already be having a room, and I'll describe Beal and Sally.
Well, as you try to
Oh dear, you're
walk in,
robotic.
the door is barred.
What the fuck? You know what? No. I decide that I want to play.
Give me a second. You find the place that they're at, and as you try to walk in, the door is barred.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
No, literally, you cannot get inside the inn that they're at.
Yes, I can.
No, you can. Literally, unless you smash a window open, it is barred.
Mm-hmm.
Literally,
He
it is
has
barred.
magic powers.
Oh shit, that actually rolled really badly.
How?
Do you want to know how? It's using a thin rod through the door to flip the barred part off. There's actually tools for that in the thieves' tools.
You could have said so, okay?
Just nick. and, then
Fuck's
push,
sake.
and then push my way in.
Yeah, you knock it down. As this person's just going on a rant.
I sit there and listen to the rant for a minute.
No, the thing falls down. She just immediately turns around, dagger in hand.
As soon as Beal sees Viridis, Beal is just gonna blurt out, Sally's a homewrecker.
Veritas, can you stop teaching Bill all these words?
Get in here as she just pulls you in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gets pulled.
Bars the door again.
Yeah. Just. Mm-hmm. Right.
So, like, why on earth?
Did that come
I'm
up?
not.
There are multiple reasons why that came up. We once ran a racket with a nobleman who was trying to pay us money to not be extorted for, being a homewrecker.
So,
Anyways.
like, there's better words to use. Maybe, like, you should use better words around children, Veritas. And also, like, he did not tell me he was married. How many times do I have?
Look,
Sorry.
it's fine. You're not a homewrecker. He is technically.
Just face palms. Anyways.
Right. Oh, so wait, are you related to that?
Next person that points that out, I'm going to stab them.
Yeah, she's the daughter.
Ah, okay.
Yes. I'm Elena.
Well, nice to meet you.
As I was saying,
Oh, sorry.
Me and my mother split our tasks. I came here. She's working, I think, warehouse work right now. Anyways, I was out here for about 6 months. Until about 2 months ago, some people came in, opened up this tavern. It was actually quite a popular place, mostly because the rooms are soundproof. However, a week before the soldiers here got back, because, the Enclave was falling behind on its quotas severely, and our last leader did not do a good job of keeping us on track of that. But anyways, the owners sold the tavern to me at a very cheap price, 1 gold. I quickly found out why that was a bad thing.
Mhm.
It's because it's a derpy dragon.
Because specifically if it's tied to on the mainland, yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's a shame you got in with the Kobold Mafia. Should have known better.
I'm not... She just slaps you.
Ow, my one feeling.
Yes,
Look,
got this sold. I was
3.
I'm just not. Right. Okay, so let me get this straight. You were here because things happened. Your mom went to Scavencia, you went to here to gain money any way necessary. How much money do you need?
passing off the island is 300 plus the tickets to get on the boat is I think a 200 gold fee.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Anyways, I wasn't quite done yet.
Sorry, do continue.
As she just picks up a loot. Now, soldiers showed up. I was working on changing the name from the Drippy Dragon to the I had it here written down somewhere. Ash just goes over to the counter. To the Restful Songbird when they showed up. They started harassing me because of my ties to this place. It was very quickly shut down, and I was forced to work the forges because I had taken a very minor apprenticeship to keep money flowing.
Hmm.
It's not been good.
So, the previous owners sold you the building fully well knowing that they just needed someone to take the blame for their actions. That happened to be you, unfortunately. And now you're serving their punishment.
No, they took on apprenticeship at a blacksmith area, and because they took on an apprenticeship, they were also considered a part of the town working towards the quota, so the soldiers made her continue working for the quota.
Ah.
Yes, if I hadn't, I probably would have, instead gone into the mines.
Which
And the
also...
mines are a big ass hole in the ground that lead into the Underdark.
Ah, I need to go down there. I need to go down there.
You're insane.
Yes, I am.
Well, isn't that the... I think we need to go down there in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Not that I want to.
well, today's your lucky day, miss. Because we're trying to get literally everybody off this fucking island.
It's not an island, it's a continent.
No, it's not. This is a hellhole.
Hellholes could be continents, but yes, it is.
Right.
Hell tends
You're
to be warmer.
Not on the
you're
seventh
talking
circle.
about our home here.
I'm aware, and no offense, my home is much better. Look, we're trying to get
There's
everybody off.
coconuts.
There are coconuts. We're trying to get everyone off this place. Legally, of course. And we kind of have a time limit. So we're here to talk to the people in charge, not the Empire, the people from around here. How would we go about doing that? Do you even know?
Yes, first you go dig up their corpses, and then, take the head, take whatever you need, and then just resurrect them. They're dead.
So
The Empire's killed them when they showed up.
How many people are dead? I did see a lot of prisoners, I did see a lot of blood on the ground, but percentage of the population wise.
Well, let's factor in she's doing some quick math. While that's going on, anybody else who hasn't been talking got anything to say?
Barnaby
mean,
is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Barnaby.
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
go
no
ahead.
Barnaby was just staying out of the conversation. It's just he has this bottle of alcohol, and he's just offering some to Althea and Octavia, and he's just letting everyone else talk. That's all I was gonna say on my end.
Nimbus?
Yeah, I was curious. Is this where we're staying for the night?
I mean, you could.
I guess then Anila will ask everyone, is this like ground zero for us here? Because there is that loose end I would like to go check on.
Yeah.
And if this is home, then what a better time than now to just start walking the streets or seeing who's been chained up.
That's not a bad
Not to
idea.
interrupt.
No, that's not a bad idea. That we need. Well, for one, it sounds like the Empire is our direct problem this time instead of something that's indirect. 2, we need to have allies in the area, and 3, there's now someone here I need to find. But your person,
Alright.
you know. So we should get to them first. Because if that can prove an ally, then we should try to make friends, not enemies. But I have no intention of befriending those scum that call themselves guards. Anybody willing to kill people because they don't fucking make enough bread is not worth my time. Honestly, I might just try to see if I can get Barnaby to start hunting some of the number early. Without getting caught. Do you think that would be challenging enough for you, Barnaby?
He just smiles wide over at Veritas and says nothing.
We're dealing with an army, not just a few guards.
Obviously. Which means that we'd need people. I understand
A little bit out of our current pay range.
Well, this is where we said we were going to start.
There's a chance that at least some of the people aren't exactly too happy about their current assignment and what they're having to do.
You think some of the guard would defect?
I don't know how much, but it's possible.
It's not a bad idea, Bill. See, this is why I'm glad that you aren't afraid to speak your mind around me. That's a very good idea, actually.
Mind if I interject for a moment?
Please.
What happened to the fucking time limit?
It's still there.
Okay, because trying to get people to defect is going to take away from that time, and I thought you wanted to save everybody, and that includes all the murderers and fuckwits.
Well, not necessarily.
It is if you want to make the time limit.
That's fair. What do you suggest then,
I
Barnaby?
think we should.
Get to the goal of register everyone as a, citizen.
That's
Like
already
we came here to
happening.
do.
Oh no, that's already
That's not
happening.
why we're here. That's for a completely different thing. That is literally just someone has to burn some paperwork.
And they're already.
And then someone has to change some numbers.
Yeah, that's already happening back at the Capitol. We're here to inform people and to get people to a point to where they could escape.
We also need a magic thingy in some ruins down in the Underdark.
Hmm.
Okay,
You know,
so
so we can actually escape.
right, but so instead of sitting here planning, why don't we just go to the people in charge? And I
They're
don't
dead.
mean the dead people. Yeah, I know, I get that. But the people currently alive and in charge.
Oh.
Someone has to run the town, even if they're not mayor or whatever.
Mhm.
The leader of the army of the people that are very invested in keeping all these people here until the last minute.
Or just letting them die here.
Well, if you want to make sure they
Mostly let them
live,
die.
you just kind of put the emphasis and make sure they have a means to actually get everyone out as quickly as possible.
I don't think the
When
leaders of
that
this
time comes.
particular army care, as
Have
long
you
as
tried
they can
asking?
get out.
That's true.
Right.
Sorry.
Why
Given
don't
the
we just...
information we were,
Sorry.
Time people.
given the information we were given by the two governors we've spoken to, it seems as though the military forces are planned to have evacuated. The civilians are not. All that the army has to do is keep these people in line, working until the last minute, and then they can leave.
They aren't really looking at these people, as lives.
It's cattle.
Yeah.
So just, convince them that their lives are worth saving. If they're willing to make them do all the work here, then surely they can continue the work elsewhere. Plus, if their lives are saved, they'll owe them their lives.
That's
More incentive to save lives, which is the whole goal, isn't it?
they have the misunderstanding that they can't.
Right.
They believe there's only it. Okay.
Sorry.
How many boats how many spots on ships do you think these soldiers are willing to give up so another person can get out?
You're suggesting that they give up their spots.
No, they're going
The
to.
soldiers are operating under the assumption that there's a limited amount of room.
Not
Right,
just.
so they're under assumptions, but if we show them fact, proof
Why
that
the
there's more than
fuck
enough
would
room.
they believe us?
Yeah. They have no reason to believe us. We have... Why
We
don't
have
we
no
go...
credibility with the soldiery here.
Yeah. Why don't we go get the tuning fork first to make sure to get Madalena's ship, and then with the ship behind us, maybe we can start convincing people. Let's focus on what's in front of us.
Yeah, and if we can find, while we're here, we can't guarantee we'll be back here in a timely manner. The person Anila and Viridis is looking for.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that at least one of those might be hand in hand with the thing we need to grab.
Maybe.
Do we divide and conquer?
I think I'm coming with.
I think we.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I think we should divide and conquer a little bit. Barnaby, I understand your point of view, and you're not wrong. It is just difficult to convince people who don't see people's lives as people's lives to do more. The Empire will throw away a civilian for a chance of 10 gold. And if
Less.
that seat, it could be a person or ore, they're going to pick the ore. If you think that you can convince them otherwise, I want you to try, and I want you to be successful if you can. But I've been on the wrong side of the Empire, and they hate their people. They see their people as an inconvenience standing between them and more money.
The Empress did free the freehold, though.
Yes, after it gave
Nate.
her what she wanted.
Only after a ludicrous ransom.
She's a monster.
Still, could have not kept her promise, but she did.
Just because she's not a liar doesn't mean she isn't a monster.
Can I say one
Devils don't
little?
lie.
I'd like to say one little thing. I may be making assumptions, but so are all of you. I mean, Bill, the night I went to have my meeting, you assumed I'd get killed, didn't you?
This is a very different group of people.
No, but you'd assumed, right? I mean, they don't care about lives, they care about
I assumed
controlling.
that you would find a means to escape.
Right. You're right. Assumptions are going to get us nowhere. We need actions. You are right, Barnaby.
And individual, in one sense, I do agree with Barnaby in that individual guards may have aspirations or personalities or objectives different from that of the Empire and its politics as a whole. In fact, like, I don't know if you remember or not, but Jason and I were both guards of Ironwood.
I'm not saying that individual guards don't. Barnaby is saying we try and convince the organization, the army as a whole, to
If we could,
effectively go against the Empire.
ah,
That's not what I'm saying, actually, but continue.
I mean, it kind of sounds like it.
Again, assumptions. But, enough of that. The right actions, and he's gonna
Fine,
stand
go
up
get
and
yourself
walk over
killed.
to Beal. He walks over to Beal. I need to get something from the bag.
What is it?
My sending stone, of course.
She pulls out his sending stone.
Thank you. And he's gonna go over to Octavian Althea, and he'll sit, and he'll look to the others. I'll start here. Don't worry about me.
All right. Thank you, Barnaby. I know this is frustrating, and I'm sorry. Right. Anila, you need to go find your person. I think we should go there, because you said that you might need help. Do you want me or Zulfur to go? Or someone else?
I think it would be good, actually, with the detriment of time and the amount of help you'll need convincing people. This is something I can do by myself. At least just a conversation, nothing more. If there's anything else that I feel warrants someone else, I'll be sure to reach out. But I don't want to boggle down resources just simply trying to find somebody.
Are you going to be trying to talk to them in a way that... Are you trying to convince them of something, or are you trying to see about how they feel or something?
The latter. Also convince them leave, be gone, whatever they're here for. But also, I'm very curious to know if they have any insight to the people. Maybe a way to get them, I don't know, moving on our side. It might be a long shot.
Alright then, going to...
okay, so we're splitting up. Sorry, that was like Sal's question. Are we splitting up now?
I do believe that'll be the case.
Before you guys all like head off, can I ask if anyone? I'm kind of looking for someone too, and I'm just trying to make sure none of you recognize this name. So could you tell me if you do? Have any of you heard of the name Layana?
I have.
Who is she?
I have no idea. I've never heard the name.
Does that name ring a bell, GM?
No.
That sounds familiar.
To a player, yes, it does. To you, no.
Okay. Gotcha. Just nope, never heard of it.
No, I see.
Anna?
Layana might be like someone from a few decades earlier. Someone that has descendants now. I'm looking for her descendant.
I'm only 6. A few decades ago was like 3 generations back for kobolds.
Wait, wasn't that in the book? GM, wasn't that in that book?
What book?
The book from the ruins, the history of the kingdom. Way back in like session 5 or something, when we were still.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to remember that.
There was a book about the history of the kingdom. It was one of the names brought up alongside the king, wasn't it?
No, it was not.
Okay. All right.
No,
Do I need to roll a history, GM?
No, I will say right now,
so-
nobody in the party would know this name.
All right.
Aside from one person.
Yeah, she's going to then mention another name. Do any of you know the name of King Adelaide?
That one was in the book.
Yes.
Yeah, that one. Okay, that one I know.
Oh, could you tell me a little bit about her? Was she trustworthy, you think?
Are you hearing voices in your head?
Veritas, you would know that earlier in life, she was, kind of calm. Later in life, she was a psychopath.
Fuck no. Hell no. Shit. No, she was fucking crazy. She was
We know a lot of...
monster.
Crazy does not mean that they do not keep their word. It's like, if you know, like, is she a figure in history? Is she known to break her word?
Oh, absolutely.
She's never broken a word, but she has broken many bones.
She's also more than willing enough to kill people, like, easily. She was a monster. She was a psychotic monarch. We've got instances, like, nothing specifically about lying or breaking her word, but she was fucking crazy. I wouldn't put it past her.
Oh.
Are you hearing voices in your head, Sally?
Wait, why is that a question
No.
you're asking?
I don't know. This seems to be happening a lot nowadays.
Wait, what?
Neela won't say anything.
No, I'm not hearing voices in my head, Sally says, and this is true because she's not. She's hearing it in her dreams, which is a totally different thing.
That is still in your head. You dream inside your noggin.
Oh, and Sally's going to roll insight when she sees Octavia start at the name Layana.
Yep.
Does anyone else notice Octavia?
I mean, she rolled up 1 on her stealth, and
I would like to insight it.
Barnaby will incite it. Whether or not he says anything.
Different story.
Yeah.
Wow,
he's drinking.
Anila.
Fuck it, I'll also roll an insight, because why not?
Theo just lays down.
That's fine.
Hello, another nat one.
Mhm.
Yeah, she recognizes the name Leona, but you know.
Right. Well,
Do you? Yeah. So if she recognizes the name, she's probably gonna ask her directly, "What do you know about her? Do you know if where any of her descendants might be?"
Could we maybe talk about that later?
right. We've got other things we need to be doing.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Sally
Alright.
nods.
Also, that is the worst excuse and panicked voice I've ever heard, Octavia. Anywho. Look, we should just... We all have what we think is a good idea to do. I think it's best if we split up and search for clues, as funny as that is to say every fucking time it happens. I'm going to take my armor off and I'm going to go dressed as the noble outfit because, one, I look good in it, two, it's a lot easier to sneak around in. Anila, I was going to offer to enhance an ability of your choice, but I think your brother could also do that.
I mean, that would be nice. I don't know which one I'd need though.
Well, if you're trying to tell somebody is lying or not, good to be as wise as an owl. If you're trying to charm someone, something majestic like an eagle. I learned that from
Well-
Zulfra, I think. Which
I didn't
was-
say the owl, but that was your interpretation of it.
Well, I was listening on how you prayed and how you cast a spell and kind of copied it, so now I can do it too. He smiles.
Well, you learned, though, it's your own view of the creatures, and different from our own.
That may be true, but the spell still works, and that's what's important. And if I learn any more about your culture, who knows, maybe I'll get it right one day.
Perhaps so. But they seem to be willing to assist.
So, what would you like your brother or I to cast at? I was thinking of trying to sneak my way around and look for this gentleman that I had described to me. Shouldn't be too hard, apparently he was
Yes.
crazy, but...
Yes, some wisdom would be great. I want to take back what I said. If anyone would like to join me, you're more than welcome to go on this endeavor. I don't want to be solo. If there's better reasons to travel with. That being said, I will take the wisdom blessing.
Right, well, I can go with you if you'd like. My thing is going into the hole. So, I'm either going to go down there and gather some information and come back, or I'm going to go down there and then I'm going to have to meet up with you down there, and I don't necessarily want to do that.
Or Octavia and I can come with you. We can make it a girls' night. Right, Octavia?
I don't
She looks ready to stab.
And Beal?
I don't know if this is
Uh,
girls' night material.
Beal is just a ball of blanket right now.
You know what?
Pet.
Why not, Sally, Octavia? Bill, if you can move under that blanket. Maybe that's what we need. Maybe a wisdom blessing and my girls to make me feel more empowered.
Alright, then. Respect the hell out of it. I then immediately cast Enhanced Blessing on Anila. She has advantage on all wisdom checks for an hour. Now this only lasts for an hour, so you better start running.
All right. Well, then, if there's nothing else with Sally or Octavia, we best be on our way.
Yep.
Beal, are you going with?
Come on, Beal.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sure. Okay, I don't want to get up though.
Yeah.
Open your backpacks.
The
Sally
floor's
picks up Beal. Yeah,
floor's
blankets and
frozen.
all.
Good luck, girls. I hope your mission's successful.
Thank you. Best of luck to you as well.
Thanks. Zolfra, I may actually need you for this. I know you can't really sneak around, but if I find this gentleman, I may need you to help keep me alive while he's doing what he's doing.
And what exactly expect them to be doing what they're doing?
Well, if what I was told is correct and he is capable, then maybe fixing the bones that are stabbing into my lungs and crushing my heart.
Do you know if they're able to work on people that way, or is this some... What exactly did you ask?
Asked for somebody who was capable of putting something back together, who was capable with their hands, as well as dexterous enough not to break someone. I asked enough.
That sounds like you're looking for, like, one of those clockmakers.
Kind of. Their
You're not
skills.
a clock.
I'm ticking down like one. Look, I know what I'm doing, to an extent. And I know what they would need to succeed in what I need them to do, I think. And
Well, I guess if you ask them to replace your parts with machinery, that could work.
you know, I wasn't thinking about that.
But if you're looking for a clockmaker, and that's what I can see them feasibly doing,
You do
which
realize
doesn't
it's...
really fit with my...
No, but keeping me from bleeding out is... Also, I wasn't necessarily thinking about getting clockwork parts. I was thinking, you know, somebody skilled to remove the bone shards that are fractured and things of the like, because there's moving parts in here that I don't think should be moving. And I was just going to have them remove it because they're quite skilled. And also, if they're an artificer, they rarely ever only work on clockwork stuff. They tend to be a master of many crafts. Who knows, maybe they're a better doctor than what we've seen before. Doctor, not healer. There is a difference. Your skills are probably much more useful on repairing skin tissues. They would probably be able to bandage a bone.
Fine, I'll try to assist with this whole malarkey.
Thank you. Now that the girls are gone, I'm gonna go off and sneak off and see if I can find him, and then I guess I'm gonna bring him back here.
Do you even have a direction or an idea where they are?
Yes. Also,
And where's that?
minor description, they jumped in the hole.
Which leads into the Underdark.
I'm gonna ask around to
Wasn't
see if... I'm going to ask around
wasn't
and...
such an individual have a lab of their own which has all their tools, whether they be functional for
Possibly.
this kind of business?
Possibly, but also the reason why I'm going down that way to ask is not to find him. We're not going to do that until we get to go down into the hole. I'm going to gather information on them from people in the hole, like the miners.
well. Do you have anything to contact us in 3 days? You go in there by yourself.
Yes.
Beal is going to throw a fit.
Oh yes, absolutely. I'll literally have this guy say, "Oh fuck, shit, help."
Alright, that works.
Just look for that message in the clouds. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna go get changed. Fine.
Oh, are you still here?
Yes, Barnaby, I'm trying to leave, I know, I'm sorry, I'm slow.
He
and I
fell
like to
asleep for a
talk.
second. I was like, oh, you're still here.
I'm sorry, Barnaby, I like the sound of my own voice.
I get it. You like to talk more than actually doing anything.
You know, one of these days, all of my things are going to come together in a brilliant plan, and you're going to be impressed.
Sure.
Might take 10 years, but, you know, we'll get there. He walks off to go get changed, and he's gonna sneak off.
Don't we have like a month before everything dies?
That's
Will
why
be the
I'm
last
even less
word.
time.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to
As
hurry,
y-
motherfucker.
Yeah, and that's why, like, that's what Barnaby is saying. Is like, so first proving my point.
It's
says
like
you're
literally
walking up.
saying, in 10 years, Sulfur just turns up to Barnaby saying, we've got like a month.
Yep.
That was
Yes,
the
we
joke.
must hurry. As Barnaby sits there doing nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah, so does
exactly.
Sulfur.
Fucking.
These two are just sat there chilling as the world is coming to an end.
Yes, that's the joke. Both of our characters are making jokes.
Anyways, with that in mind, Barnaby, do you have anything else before we round it off for the night?
No, like, this is just above table. Will Zolfer and Veritas be leaving once Veritas is ready?
He is. I don't think Zolfra is.
Okay. Barnaby is just going to be sitting there. If Althea and Octavia are still there, will they be sitting there too with them, or were either of them leaving with the girls, or anyone else?
Althea is still there. So is Jason, because I'm assuming that if he tried to follow Sally, Sally would have done the thing again.
Girls' night.
Yep. And Octavia's with Sally and them because
Girls' night.
You know what? Shit,
Yep.
I'll take a spare. I'll take a spare, buddy.
and Jason.
Yeah, I'll take a spare, Jason.
Yeah.
Was Zolfer, were you going with Veritas too, or are you staying at that?
Oh, it looks like I'm staying. They've already left. And
Okay. So once they're gone, Barnaby's gonna look to Zolfer and Althea's like, you know what's really funny? Well, Octavia knows the land well. I'm pretty sure the Thieves Guild controls the North, which, and he holds up the Sending Stone, I made contact with, and I'm pretty sure the Minister of the Empire owes us a favor. Granted, I don't give a shit about the people here, but I'm kind of following the long lines of we try to help everyone. So, if we really want to, I suppose I could get in contact with the Thieves Guild and see if they can't, I don't know, give some information. Maybe they could even make some room on their ships for the people, which, of course, people here would owe them their lives and all that shit.
are we sure that the Thieves Guild aren't helping to get resources for their ships through these people?
Oh, no, they were actually just in the middle of making their ships already.
Alright.
Yes, my little conversation with them was like, if you help out with the governors and saving people, those people would owe you. So, saving these people would, more or less, if they see it that way, having these people indebted to them, which would, oh well, who gives a shit if they do or not, but lives are saved, so who cares?
So basically, are we going to be doing a prison break while those two are off searching for random people?
No. Well, I'm just gonna sit here and get in contact with the Thieves Guild, and once Octavia's back, we can talk to her and see what she knows about the area. If need
That's
be, we can.
doable.
yeah, we can find a way to talk, get in contact with the minister if possible. If not, well, the others say there's an army here, but I'd like to put that to the test. I'm sure I could kill a number of them before night's out. Certainly would be quicker than whatever they're planning. But I'm in no hurry.
Yeah, we don't really have any need to hurry. We just need to make sure we get what we want out, which is easy enough to do.
I'm gonna see if there's any food in the back.
There's probably some booze that's been left over.
Yeah, yeah. Barnaby will then be spending his time looking for food to get for Solfra Althea. Let's see if the kitchen's working.
I fucking hate so much that fucking Veritas placed a challenge on Barnaby. Barnaby smiled, and then it's like, you know what? It's not a bad fucking idea. Fucking hell. All right. Yeah, it's 12:06. I kind of have to go to bed.
Yeah.
So, with that in mind, real quick, Barnaby, as you go to the back, there's food there, but there's absolutely zero alcohol. You can tell where it was, but it is gone.
All right. Well, as long as there's food, that's fine for him.
With that, we good to go ahead and wrap up the evening?
Yep.
Yep,
Yes,
that's
sir.
good for me.
Yep.